Hey, let's go to an industrial car factory where we can see a lot of machines lined up. Each machine performs a different process to give the final product. Similarly, in accounting, we have some processes to go through before we close the books. This is called as the accounting cycle. So let's go through each process and understand them from a bird's eye view. For accounting to start, we require either the give or take of money, that is the transactions. Previously, we went through these 5 transactions. Let's carry on with the same. We analyzed them and classified them under real, personal or nominal accounts. Then what did we do next? Yes, we passed the transactions in the very first book of entry, that is the journal. Do visit the previous session again. Our transactions have entered the accounting cycle. Now they will go into the next step of the process, that is the ledgers, which have a left side as a debit and right side as credit. Remember, we had understood that the debit means left side and credit means right side. On both the sides, we have date, particulars, JF and 2 columns for amount. If you see the journal and the ledger side by side, you will see LF and JF. In these columns, every transaction is given a number or a code which helps identify it in the future. From journal entries, we will make ledgers of all accounts mentioned. Ledgers are also called as T format. So we have the cash account, capital account, rent account, interest account, discount given account, discount received account, sales account, and purchases account. Though cash appears in more than one transaction, we will create just one ledger for it. So, how do we post entries in a ledger? Come, let's take a look at the first one. Cash account debit to capital. Now, cash account debit, which means you go to the left side of the cash account and write to capital. Similarly, since capital is in the credit and credit means right side, we go to the right side of the capital account and write by cash. Simple, right? Let's take the next one. Rent account debit. So we go to the left side of the rent account and write to cash account. And since cash is in the credit, you go to the right side of the cash and write by rent account. Similarly for the third, cash account debit means we go to the left side and write to interest account. And in the interest account, we go to the right side and say by cash. Special focus on the fourth entry. Here, cash account debit. So we go to the left side of the cash and write to sales account. Here, the amount will be only what pertains or represents cash, that is 1800. Similarly, discount given account is in debit. So go to the left side of the discount and write to sales account, and the amount will be 200 only. Now, in the sales account, on the credit side, we will write by cash 1800, by discount 200. And lastly, purchases account debit. So on the left side of purchases, we will write to cash 1800 and to discount 200. Similarly, in the cash on the credit side or right side, we will write by purchases 1800 and then discount received account we will write 200. Once all the entries are posted, we close each account to find out the balance. Let's see how we close accounts. Let's take the cash account. As we can notice that the debit side is heavier. We write a total of 1,02,100 on both the sides. Then we can notice that there is a significant difference. This is written by balance C/D, or we can say carried down 1,02,000. Because the debit was more than the credit, we call it the debit balance. So we'll do the same for all the accounts. Capital account, it has only a single amount of 1 lakh on the credit side, making the credit heavier. Thus, it has a credit balance. Similarly for rent, it has a debit balance of 100, interest account, credit balance of 300, discount given account, debit balance, whereas discount received is credit balance. Then sales, credit balance, and purchases, debit balance. Now, after we have found out the balances, what's next? These balances are now shifted to a statement. This statement is called as a trial balance. This statement helps in checking if we have posted all the entries correctly in terms of debit equals credit. The format can be either particulars, debit amount, credit amount, or particulars, debit amount on the left and particulars, credit amount on the right in a T-shaped format. Then, after the trial balance, we need to check for certain adjustments and adjust the balances if required. Or if all is good, then we will go to the next process, which is the preparation of financial statements and closing of the books of accounts. We will learn more about the preparation of financial statements in the upcoming sessions. Please do like or subscribe for more sessions on the Accounting Basics series. And don't forget to press the bell icon for more. Much love and warm regards, Ekfinico. Let's invoke thought.